Oh shit! Agents is back today. Oh shit! Aha! Welcome everybody, my name is Craig from Video Juice. Welcome back. We are here finally with season 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The last season, the final season. Very, very sad, but very exciting as well. I have been really looking forward to this so much over the last few months, especially in the last month. I got my girlfriend into watching Agents, so we've been rewatching it currently. We are on season 5, I think episode 15, 16, thereabouts. So she should be caught up soon. I'm looking forward to rewatching season 6 because I've only seen that once when I reacted to it. So I'm looking forward to seeing it again. Whereas the rest of them I've seen a few times. But I wanted to rewatch it again anyway, just because it is the final season, you know. So last time on Agents, we had Coulson come back, but he didn't really come back. It was, what was his name? Pachacutec and the Shrike were around. They fucked some shit up, and then the Chronicoms came back in the end. What was her name? Izel. That was it. Izel. Yeah, she was the creator. She created the Shrike. She wanted the monoliths. She brought back can't talk. She brought back Flint. We got Flint at the end of it, which was very, very cool. And then we got Coulson bot. Coulson is back in LMD form in the end. Yeah. And then they all went back in time. That's the gist. It was a good season. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as strong as previous seasons, and I feel like that is because it was very much the first half of a 2-part season. You know, I feel like season 6 and 7 were meant to be one whole season. Yeah, I just feel like had it been one contained season, I feel like they would have been able to flesh out stuff a lot more. You know, I feel like some of the stuff in it didn't feel fleshed out as much as it could have been. Like Pachacutec and Izel, them alone. Like Izel, like we didn't really learn a whole lot about her, you know. But as I said, I enjoyed it. It had some great moments in it. We got Flint back. We got Coulson back in some capacity. And we had a lot of really cool moments. And getting to see Clark Gregg play another character on the show after playing Coulson for so long was really good, you know. And it was a completely different character. So that was fun. I came stocked with my cup of tea. So I don't really have any predictions. We're going to... Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have been watching Agent Carter. People have been telling me to watch it for ages. And with how this season... With how this show ended up last episode, I obviously expect to have maybe a brief appearance or have an episode in that time where Agent Carter is around, where Peggy Carter is around. So I decided to watch it. I'm halfway through season 2. Absolutely loving it. I think it's a great show. I'm really enjoying it. The characters, the setting, you know, everything is just spot on. And Peggy herself is just badass, you know. So I was hoping to get it done in time for this season, for the show coming back, but obviously I didn't. So, but at least I know characters and stuff, so hopefully nothing gets spoiled, but I don't mind. I don't think it will. But I just wanted to know the characters and that going into this in case they did do a crossover thing, you know. But crossovers is obviously a big thing. I'm expecting our agents to have some hand in setting stuff up that happen in the main timeline, you know. Like the Hydra coming back or something. I'm expecting them to have their hand in a few things that we didn't expect, you know. And then obviously Agent Carter. The Chronicoms are still very much around, you know. I don't know what endgame is for this show. I don't know how you're going to end a show like this, you know. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I had a lot of predictions. I'll do them next episode because I don't know where my notepad is. I'm after misplacing it. I want to do a Q&A as well, questions and answers for next episode. So if you have any questions about this episode or like season 7 as a whole, whatever, leave them down below in the comments, or you can tweet at us or put it on Facebook. Do the hashtag AOSQA. And then when I'm reacting to the next episode in the intro, I'll read them out and answer them, or just if they're statements, I'll just read them out, you know. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and we'll do them next time. So that's pretty much it. Also, I did, because of everything that's going on with the world and the coronavirus, I hope everyone is staying safe and sane. I did create or start a baking series. I've only done one episode so far. It's called Baking Bad. The first episode is where I make banana bread, or nanner bread, as I call it. I'll put an advertisement up here. The link is down below if you want to check out the first episode. Listen, it was an experiment, you know, it was a first time doing something like that. So I said I'd do it because I really got into baking in the last little while, and I wanted to do a bit of a video for ages. So I said I may as well. It was the perfect time to do it, you know. So check it out if you want. Let me know what you think. So that's pretty much it. I think it's time to check out the first episode of season 7, the final season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's do this. My body is ready. This is from the trailer.
You're early.
Oh! Rip. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna have to redo the thumbnail. That was awesome.
Hey guys.
Will they tell him he's an LMD? Surely they'll have to, right?
Why is no one talking? It's fixed. Doesn't feel the same.
Oh.
Take it easy. Let Simmons explain.
They're gonna
Why
tell
don't
him.
it feel the same? Why?
We had to make a tough decision.
Because you're an LMD.
No. Oh. I died.
Oh.
I died and I came back. I'm not him. I look like him. Pachakutik. May, don't! May.
No, that was not your
Fuck,
fault. That was
man.
It
not-
was magical. Damn it. Tahiti, who's like us? Goodbye. Fitz!
Is he just processing everything?
Do something.
2 years of information all at once.
Lying.
Coulson.
A symbol that must carry on.
Leave him go
What's
through
wrong?
it.
Take the deal. Take the deal.
He's
I'm
just
dead
processing
anyway.
it.
I'm dead anyway. I'm dead anyway.
Oh. Oh! Hell yeah!
Now we're talking.
Enoch!
Friends, new and old. I'm scanning existing frequencies for anything unusual.
Take off the headphones. I love it already.
Full of high volume. Navigating the past happens to be my specialty.
Last time you got stupid drunk and ended up in jail.
That's not true.
Yeah, you did.
I was pleasantly drunk. It was hilarious. Yes, sir.
I forgot about
Your quarantine did not leave this plane.
Simmons and Fitz
And I'm glad. But until Simmons gives the all clear, I
doing
can't
a time
risk
fuckery
introducing
thing.
the alien contagion into the past.
How long have we been apart?
Too long.
Ah,
It is good to see you.
thought we get a an actual time frame.
It's like the worst episode of This Is Your Life ever. Was that even my life?
It was Coulson's.
And he was against this. He didn't.
You didn't want to be brought back.
I didn't want to be brought back.
Which I respected.
Yeah. Because you hate robots.
It's time to suit up.
Oh yeah! Oh man, they look good. Oh man, it looks awesome. They really nailed the aesthetic.
I will tread ever so lightly.
Nice.
First time in the big city.
But tell me, did you find some bodies without faces?
They're in
It's all the time in Canada.
supernatural style.
What's a guy like you doing trying to be a Mountie? Can't you find a husband?
End up with broken ribs whenever they give me lip.
Haha.
Now move, or a guy like me will knock out a guy like you in front of people like them.
Sorry, man.
Haha, nice. Sit your ass down.
The password to get in was swordfish.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
No. This is why he was here. You two work on the erased. Coulson and I will look into swordfish.
This is why Coulson is here.
Ripples smell waves.
He's the history
I
buff.
feel very targeted. Anyway, really.
Oh.
As for you,
New arms?
the Shrike material has dissolved into your vascular system.
Hey, hey.
Okay. Good, right? So I'm cleared to go outside then?
Just one more thing.
It is, right?
They're more advanced than the one Fitz made for Coulson. Precisely calibrated to your inhuman ability.
Hell yeah. I still feel like, could there be a chance that Gemma could be an LMD, you know? How long were they in a loop for? Surely she would have aged. Could she put her consciousness in a Chronicom/LMD body? It's one of my thoughts from last season.
That's not for a year. They probably hung out here.
He's excited.
Looks like more cops.
Shit. Is that the Chronicoms? Yeah, it is.
Unfortunate the body will isolate and eliminate all members of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Will he be able to? He's very robotic.
And Abel, remember to smile.
Care to inspect it with me?
Of course.
That was not smooth whatsoever. The smile. Oh, he just walked directly over to her.
Enough.
Oh, nice. I want to go back to Daisy. I want to see her kick his ass. Yeah. Oh. Oh, nice. Haha. Quake uppercut.
Coulson.
I'm already dead.
Well, hell, I'm not.
Step back, I'll shoot.
That is a big man you were fighting. That is Mac Daddy.
Chuckleheads get blood on my floor. You best be prepared to get down and ask
Koenig.
for your own.
Holy shit.
Ernest Hazard Koenig. See, my reputation precedes me.
I'm Coulson.
I
This
knew
is
that
Mac.
voice. I'm so happy now, right now. Oh shit, she went with him.
I don't want another interruption out of you, you or your shadow.
Say what?
Okay, let's keep things simple.
Say
I
what?
associate the Koenig name with a little more decency.
Themselves get a wiggle on you, lazy.
Lazy what? Go on, finish it.
Sorry. Dad jokes. It's a glitch. Sorry.
It's a glitch.
You and Coulson pushed up by the door.
A Chronicom is nothing but hardware and software
Rude.
with limited bandwidth.
You're going to overwhelm his system?
I saw it with Coulson. If he's unable to control himself, he may randomly spit out something useful.
Oh.
Is that his data port?
No.
Oh. I like that she used what happened to Coulson for this. It's pretty cool. That is a nice dress.
Look out! I'm sorry. Ready.
Oh, Jesus. He just melted. Tell him about Freddy.
We need. My employer will reward you, and your family's glory
Someone,
will be restored.
something to do with Hydra, maybe? Has to be Hydra. Oh, she dead. Get quaked. Oh shit, she can't use her powers now. Oh yeah. He's so happy about it. Ugh.
1930s baseball pirates.
He's a target. Give me a reason.
Who's his father?
They're not after his dad's money. When old man Malik jumped out that window, his
Malik!
dad was paid.
It's
What'd you just call him?
His full name, what is it?
Wilfred Malik. Why?
Or it ever takes hold and S.H.I.E.L.D. is never formed.
So you're saying to save S.H.I.E.L.D.
We have to save Hydra.
there it is.
Great.
And we are back. We are back with Agents. That was a really, really strong episode. A strong opener as well, especially for a final season. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I didn't deep dive the trailer when I reacted to it, so I don't know if this is all the stuff from the trailer, but I noticed a lot of it, so I'm glad that a lot of the trailer was in this episode, you know. It keeps the rest of it a bit of a mystery. I loved the title card, I will say straight off the bat. Fucking great. I really hope if they're going to do a traveling through time type deal, which it's almost guaranteed that they're going to, I hope they change the title card for it. I wouldn't expect anything less, you know. I do feel like they're going to do it, especially with what happened in season 4 with the changing of the title cards because of the pods, you know. And even in season 6 or season 5 they did it as well, you know, with the Earth being destroyed and then the Earth being a whole again. It's pretty cool. It was a fast episode. That went by very, very fast. So I'm not going to lie, I did forget about a few small details from last episode. I forgot about the Fitzsimmons thing with Enoch at the end of last season, where they kind of decided to change the course of their lives forever, is the way Enoch put it. I'm thinking now, and I definitely talked about it last season because I remember discussing it, I think, in the finale or the follow-up video if I did one. I definitely talked about it in one of them, about Simmons seeming almost robotic-like, you know. And I wonder now, because they did it again this episode where she was asked how long they were gone, or how long it had been since they saw each other, and she said too long. I feel like we're going to get a full-on explanation for that. And it's kind of an off-the-walls theory, but I feel like it could be done. What if, in order to invent time travel, they had to keep going back in time or whatever, blah blah blah, keep going back, and they couldn't figure it out within their time frame, their life basically, and they had to upload their consciousness into a Coulson-like body, an LMD/Chronicon body. That could be a theory. We still don't know where Fitz is. I'm sad they're separated again, but like, what if it, like, because she said it was too long, right? So that has to mean years, at least years, you know. At least a few years. She hasn't aged, you know. They've created time travel. They upgraded the Zephyr. They went and got all of these old style money, weapons, and all the tech they have. Surely they were way longer than their life allowed. That's just a theory. Because I could see them doing a flashback episode, you know, an episode showing what they went through. Because they always do the contained episodes, like with the flashback of Fitz in season 5 or in season 4 when they showed how he got to the future, you know. And even the Simmons and Fitz episode of them inside their own minds, or inside the machine, the Chronicon machine. You know, they always do these contained episodes. They could do that with the three of them, with Enoch, Fitz, and Gemma, and show all of that. Could be an interesting episode. I would be all for it. But that would be my. I think it's a good possibility that something like that is going on. Because she's changed, you know, and I feel like time wouldn't do that alone, especially not a few years. It seems like it would have to be a good amount of time, and for that to be possible and for her not to have aged, it would have had to have been some sort of uploading the consciousness to a body type thing. I don't know. I'm not going to harp on it because we're obviously going to find out, you know. The fact that she said too long, I feel like they're seeding that so that they could go back and touch on it later. I'll just say the aesthetic of this episode was just great. Like everything, the set design, the music, even though like the way people interacted with people, you know, the way people reacted to Mac and the way people were talking to Daisy. It's very much a time where sexism and racism is very prominent, you know. So it's cool to see them incorporate that into it, and it's cool to see our main characters be like, fuck that shit, you know. Daisy talking to the cop and basically saying, go fuck yourself or I'm going to kick your teeth in. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, everything. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to most about this, especially more so now after seeing this episode and seeing how much they nailed everything. I'm really excited to see the other time periods as well. And tides is the thing. They said they can only go... specific moments in time that they can go back to They follow the Chronicoms tides, they call it. That's interesting. I don't know. We didn't get that last season, so it's cool. I forgot that the Chronicoms had Fury's toolbox as well. Yeah, one of my favorite jokes in this was when Daisy had the pipe and she just said 1930s baseball reference. Boom. It's so good. And Malik, fucking Malik. I can't remember his first name. Something beginning with a W. But that's so good. I knew it, like, I know we saw it in the trailer, they said we have to save Hydra, blah, blah, blah. But the second he was talking to the woman, I was like, it's Hydra. And then I was trying to wrap my brain about who his father could be. It makes sense that it's a Malik, you know? They were such a big part of Hydra and such a big part of the MCU in general, you know? Fucking Gideon Malik was part of the World Council, advising Fury. So it makes sense that it's a Malik. I wonder what's in the vials. The Quake uppercut was unreal. We saw that from the trailer, but it was just as good seeing it in the episode. I love when she utilizes her powers in different ways, like combining it with a punch or something, or propelling herself forward and stuff. It's really good. It's really good. Also, everybody looked unreal this episode. All the outfits and stuff, they looked dapper as fuck. And we got Koenig. I didn't expect Koenig. The second I heard his voice, I knew straight away it was him. Didn't expect Koenig. It's such a great way of incorporating him into this season, you know? Because, we're definitely going to get back to the main timeline, you know? It has to end at the main timeline. They're not going to end in the past. They're going to defeat the Chronicoms and get back to the main timeline. How many episodes is that going to entail? Like, is it going to be 2 episodes? It could be like 2-3 episodes towards the end of the season where they get back to their main timeline. So there won't be a lot of our main side characters, you know, because it's only going to be 2-3 episodes at the end of the season. I assume that we're going to be back in the main timeline. So it's a cool way of incorporating him into the show, you know, into the last season. The Chronicoms were funnier than I expected. They were a lot funnier than I expected. I just love that they're still so robotic, you know. They don't even try and blend in. All they do is take the face and then that's it, you know. They don't try and mimic the person or anything. I think that's so funny. It's so in line with Enoch, you know. They just all do it. I just think it's so funny. And especially the line, it was Deke. Deke said something to him, you're a cop or something like that, and he goes, as I have always been. Remember like when Enoch said it with the Kree. What did he say? Something I am a Kree, as I have always been. Oh, so good. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the Chronicoms, you know, because we've gotten little bits of, obviously we got a lot of Enoch. I love me some Enoch, but I'm excited to see more of them. I think as villains they're interesting as well, you know. And then I suppose I only have one thing left to talk about, and that is Coulson. Man, I'm happy with the way everything went down. I don't think it could have went more perfectly, you know, the way they handled everything. Because I had talked previously, before going into this season, that the way they were going to handle Coulson was going to be interesting, because they could go to a normal show. I feel like would have gone the typical route where they hide the fact that he's an LMD, and that becomes a storyline of him finding out. Obviously, with a shortened season, they wouldn't be able to do that, but a lot of other shows would have done that. You know, it's the kind of the bog standard storyline with something like this, where he has to find out, and then he finds out, and then he takes an episode dealing with it. Whereas this one, it literally, Daisy just ripped the band-aid off and was like, "You're an LMD." And Mac was like, "The fuck." It's such a great way of handling it. You know, it's one of my favorite things. My favorite aspect of Agents is that they don't drag the absolute shit out of storylines. You know. And then him processing it all was, I thought they were going to leave him just process it, but Mac turned him off. But the way he processed it all was good, and it's good. I love seeing, it's Clark Gregg is playing it so well, because he's playing it as Coulson, but he's playing there's this subtle difference there. You know, it's a Coulson that knows he's an LMD. You know, he knows he's not Coulson, but he kind of is at the same time. You know, and it's so good. The way he's playing it is so good, and I'm so glad they brought him back. Obviously, I want Clark Gregg on the show all the time. I said that loads of times before, but with the way the story is gone and the fact that they're going through history, and we know that Coulson has always been a big history buff, so he's the perfect person to do this, and seeing him geek out over stuff throughout this whole episode is so good. And he finally gets to become a superhero, you know. He finally gets the super strength, and that he finally gets to be a superhero. It's good. It's good. I'm geeking out myself just thinking about the fact that he got to experience all of this, you know. In some capacity. So I'm looking forward to Coulson throughout the season as well. So that is pretty much it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great. Honestly, I think it's one of my favorite openings for a season. You know, I just think it was perfect. Especially the fact that this is a last season. Setting a final season up is so difficult. And granted, they had the great building blocks already, you know, because they set it up previously with time stuff. But the way they handled it, this episode was great, and I'm so excited for this season. So thank you very much for watching. We're back. I'm sad that it's ending, but I'm excited that we get to experience another season of Agents. You know, it could have got cancelled years ago, but we're still here. We're still hanging in, and they finally get to close it out the way they intended, you know, the way they wanted. So we will be back next week with another reaction to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You can like, comment, and subscribe if you liked the video. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. We're going to be doing a Q&A as well next episode, so give me your questions, opinions, anything that you, or just a statement that you want, and I will read it out before the next video. Hashtag it AOSQA. You can tweet at us, message us on Facebook on the post for this, or you can just do the YouTube comments as well. Everything is welcome. Check out our social media links down below if you want to stay up to date with all things Video Juice. I think that's it. We'll see you next time. Later.
Pull me from the ashes so I could soothe your frightened mind and let our souls collide. Rising tide so we can ride away upon a tumbling wave.